Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a fun and easy DIY project, making our own washi tape using decorative napkins. Plus we'll be creating a unique page in our journal for added journal space. This is a fantastic way to personalize your planners, journals, and scrapbook pages. So let's get started. Hi everyone, Patty here. For this project we'll need the following materials: a beautiful decorative napkin of your choice, high-quality double-sided tape, black felt tip pen, and a white gel pen, matte medium or Mod Podge, watercolors or acrylic paints. First, pick a decorative napkin with a pattern that you absolutely love and matches your project. Carefully separate the layers of the napkin so that you're left with just the top printed layer. Don't discard the backing layer of your napkin, as we're going to be using it also. Napkins usually have 2 to 3 layers, so make sure to peel away the back layers to get down to the thinnest top layer. Next, unroll a length of double-sided tape and place it on your work surface. You may want to cover your work surface with wax paper or parchment paper. This will serve as the base for your washi tape and prevent it from sticking to any other surface. Make sure the tape is smooth and free of any wrinkles or bubbles. Carefully lay the top printed layer of your napkin over the double-sided tape. Align it as you go. Use a bone folder or a credit card to gently press and smooth out any air bubbles or wrinkles. Be gentle to avoid tearing the delicate napkin. I just smoothed it out with my hands. I do like a few wrinkles to add to the vintage look when making my tape. Once the napkin is securely adhered to the tape, rip the excess napkin from the edge. I like the frayed edges of the ripped napkin versus a clean cut with a pair of scissors. Use the backing of the napkin on part of your double-sided tape because we will be decorating it with some watercolors. After trimming the edges, you can add a personal touch by painting the napkin. Choose watercolors or acrylic paints in colors that complement the napkin's design and your overall project theme. Use a fine brush to delicately paint over the napkin, enhancing the existing patterns or adding new ones. Ensure that the paint is applied lightly to avoid tearing the napkin. Allow the paint to dry completely before proceeding to the next step. Go back in and add some dimension to the painted areas with a black felt tip pen and a white gel pen. I made up a bottle of paint with a fine line tip, and I put some black gesso into it and added a little water to thin it down, and added a few leaves and flowers to the tape where I had some paint. After you let this dry, now you're ready to use your washi tape. Cut a section of the tape to use to fix a page in your journal. This piece was ripped down the spine and was about ready to fall out of the journal. I added a piece of our handmade washi tape down both sides of the page, splitting the tape down the center of the spine. Let's also create a page in our journal by making a tag in a pocket onto this page. I have some brown packaging paper that was left over from last month's project, and my new motto is use it or get rid of it. So we'll make a skinny long envelope on this side and a pocket to hold a long skinny tag that folds open for more journaling space. Also from the Timeless Floral collection, we have mini postcards. I've already cut these out and have inked around the edges. The mini postcard is still a bit big with wanting to put a couple things on this page. Fold over the edge till it will fit your space. Fold the brown packaging paper to fit the size. We will be taking this to our sewing machine to sew around the edges. Once we get the sizes of each piece to fit and our long folded over tag to fit our mini postcard pocket. Fold down the top of the packaging paper to have a flap and cut off the extra piece under the flap. We only need one piece of paper for the flap. I like the rough ripped edge of the flap and the bottom of the envelope. Rip a scrap piece of the digital that has a pretty flower for the top of the flap. Ink those edges and adhere this piece to the brown packaging paper with glue. I go around the whole skinny envelope with ink to vintage up the edges. No measurements, but I cut a long folded over piece of scrap digital and made a tag. Cut the tops to give it a tag look and add a hole at the top. The hole should only be on the top portion of the tag, not the folded over back piece. You will see that I did both pieces of the folded tag and have to fix it with some of our handmade washi tape. I have a long skinny piece I made while playing with encaustics from a class I took with Susan McCreevy. I wanted to use it some way, so I added a hole to the top of it and put a brad through the long skinny tag and the encaustic piece. You could use any long skinny tag you've made that is bulky or thick for this project because it won't be going into the pocket. It will be on the outside of the pocket. Glue your skinny envelope down and your pocket made with the mini postcard. I made little dangles in the encaustic class instead of earrings because I wanted to use my pieces in my journals. So I added a little dangle with a bulb pin to the flap of the skinny envelope. To cover up the brads on the tag, I used some of our handmade washi tape and covered the brad prongs. You don't want to put the brad through both pieces of the tag or you won't be able to open your tag. Only go through your top, in my case the encaustic piece and the first part of the tag. So I used some of the washi tape to cover the hole I had put into the folded back piece of the tag. Cut off any excess washi tape from the top of the tag and insert it into the pocket. And there you have it, your very own custom washing tape made from decorative napkins, a beautiful page in our journal with more space to journal. This project's not only enjoyable and straightforward, but also a fantastic way to add a unique and personal touch to our journaling. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new creative project. Happy crafting! Thanks for creating with me today. If you try this project, please share your creations with me on social media using the hashtag DIY napkin washi tape. I can't wait to see what you come up with. See you next time.